Hi students, very good morning. Today in this lecture we are going to learn regarding what is meant by rate law. Okay, I hope that you are following all the videos very carefully and you are able to understand those things. Right, what is mean by rate law? So this law explains the dependence of rate of reaction on the concentration of the species. See, you will be taking reactants, right? Reactants should be getting converted into the products. How the concentration is depending on means how much concentration you are taking, how much fastly the product is forming. How much fastly the product is forming means you are deciding the rate of the reaction based upon the concentration of the reactants. So this is what this explains. This explains the dependence of rate of reaction on the concentration of the species of the reaction. Okay, and generally this dependence of rate of reaction on the concentration of the species is very complex, because initially you will be having very high concentration. As the time goes on, what happens? The concentration of the reactants goes on decreasing, then the rate of the reaction also goes on changing. Okay, so this dependence of concentration of the reactants on the rate of the reaction is very complex, so we can't determine practically, because it is going on changing with the concentration of the species. As the reaction is going very faster, the concentration of the reactants also goes on changing. So we only study the simplest form of dependence. Okay, this rate law gives about the dependence of the concentration of the reactants on the rate of the reaction, means nothing but the species, concentration of the species, how that depends upon the rate of the reaction, or rate of the reaction, how it depends upon the species of the reaction, concentration of the species of the reaction. As the time is going on, the concentration goes on changing and the rate of the reaction also goes on changing. So how the rate of reaction goes on changing with the concentration of the species can be learnt. As it is very difficult, we will be learning only the simplest way of dependence. And you remember, the students, this rate law, whatever you are writing, or this is also called as rate equation, this is highly only experimental. You can't calculate on paper. See, whatever the rate of the reaction depending upon the concentration of the reactant is highly experimental condition. It doesn't depend upon the concentration of the reactant. Suppose let us take some example. 2A plus B, it is forming product. Okay, so based on this you can't write directly rate depends upon the concentration of A square into concentration of B. So what he has mentioned is, if A is doubled, rate of reaction is doubled, means you have kept B constant. Okay, this has been observed, this line, whatever I am saying, that if A is double, if the concentration of the A it is double, the rate of the reaction is doubled. Okay, then the rate of the reaction you can write it as A is double, means, see, if you are doubling this one, the rate of reaction also is becoming double, means it is concentration to the power of 1. Okay, and second quotation, whatever he is saying, this is also calculated experimentally. If B is doubled, rate of reaction becomes 4 times, means if this one is 1, this is 1. If it is 1 square, this one becomes double. So means what happens? If the rate of the reaction, if concentration of B is doubled, means B or you are doubling. So means you are squaring. The rate of the reaction has become 4 times. So if you increase this one by 4 times, what happens? This becomes 4 times. So rate of reaction you can write it as K, something by combining these two. ROR depends upon A power 1, ROR depends upon B square. And removing the proportionality, you are keeping constant, and that K is called as rate law constant, and the rate of the reaction can be written in this form also. See, in the previous lecture we have learned how the rate of the reaction will be written in terms of disappearance of the reactant and the formation of the product. Something like dA by dt, dB by dt, something like plus dC by dt. If it is reactant, we will be keeping minus. If it is product, we will be keeping plus. And that rate of reaction, simply the way of this one, if you write, how can you will be writing minus 1 by 2 dA by dt minus 1 by 1 dB by dt, you will be writing, right? The other form of writing this one is ROA. This one, based on this one you will write, not on the equation. This one, see, if you write according to the equation, it should become A square. This one should become B power 1. But this is not written, this rate of reaction is not written based on this one. It has been calculated experimentally. Based on this, you are writing this equation. Okay? This is calculated experimentally. Remember always this thing. Based on this equation, you can't write this one. You should provide the information based on the reaction. Next, if you see, Goldberg and Wake, they have proposed in the first year, you have learned that law of mass action in chemical equilibrium. So how much of the reactant is ready to participate in the reaction? The rate of the reaction depends upon the active mass of that substance. So which is ready to actively participate in the reaction, On that only the rate of reaction depends. But experimentally, this one is found. This law of mass action was given based on only the stoichiometric coefficients. Means according to stoichiometric coefficients, what you should get? Should be getting a square b power 1. Okay. But this is only applicable for the single step reactions or simple reactions, where the reactions are very simple, not complex. This Goldberg and Weig equation of law of mass action, it is applicable for the elementary reactions or the simple step reactions or single reactions. But whatever we are seeing the rate of the reaction, it is highly experimental. But experimentally we have not found this one. We have found this one. So this rate law equation is observed experimentally. Goldberg and Weig also it is applicable. It is very good for single step reactions, not the complex reactions. Okay, right students? See, Goldberg and Weig, it is applicable for only single step reactions. So generally the rate of the reaction, generally it is written as in this pattern. Rate of the reaction it is represented with R, and it is directly proportional to the concentration of A. Stoichiometric coefficient, nothing you don't know, so it is written as X. ROR, that is the rate of reaction, it depends upon the concentration of the B whole power Y. So on combining these two, you will be getting ROR is equal to K. Removing the proportionality, you will be getting some constant that is called as rate constant or velocity constant. That is A power X, B power Y. This law is called as rate law expression. Okay. Writing of equation, rate of reaction, how it is getting dependent on the concentration of the reactant as well as the product. Writing in the form of equation, it is called as rate law expression. And X, this is called as order of the reaction with respect to A. With respect to this A, this is called as order of reaction. With respect to B, this is called as order of reaction. Okay. And the order of the reaction may be negative, 0, positive or fraction. It can be any value or any integer value, right? You can take any fractional value, any integer value, any whole number, something like that. Okay, you can get fractions, you can get negative values, you can get positive values, and you can get 0 also. So X is here in this equation. X is the order of the reaction with respect to A, and Y is order of the reaction with respect to B, and it can take any value. And combining these two values, X plus Y, X plus Y it is equal to overall order of the reaction for entire reaction. For this entire reaction, what is the order means? By combining the powers, you will be getting the overall order of the reaction. With respect to A means it is X. With respect to Y, B means with respect to B means it is Y. For overall reaction means it is X plus Y. How many concentration terms are there? If you sum up the powers, then you will be getting the overall order of the reaction. Simply it can be represented as the sum of powers of stoichiometric coefficients, or the sum of powers of the concentration terms in rate equation. This is the rate equation. In that, the sum of, you should sum up the powers of the concentration. This is concentration term power, this is concentration term power, this one. This is the power of the concentration term. If you sum up the concentration power terms, then you will be getting the overall order of the reaction. That should be in the rate law expression. Okay. And combining the overall, this one is represented with N. N is equal to X plus Y. And K is called as rate constant or velocity constant or specific reaction rate. What is the value of K? Means it is simple. Place the value of concentration of A as 1, this one as 1. 1 to the power of anything is 1, 1 to the power of anything is 1, right? If concentration of all the species in rate equation is 1, means he has made the concentration term this one as 1. Then A, concentration of A is equal to concentration of B is equal to 1. Then rate of reaction is nothing but K. So rate of reaction is nothing but V, or K is nothing but rate of the concentration, rate of the reaction if the concentration species in the rate law expression are unity. And unit of K, if you send this term, if you make subject this one, you send this one this side, what happens? ROR by A power X, B power Y. ROR, rate of reaction, means we know that already we have calculated moles per liter, second inverse, right? This one we have calculated in the first thing. ROR means moles per liter, second inverse. And this one concentration means, this one also moles per liter whole power X. This one concentration is moles per liter whole power Y. This one with respect to time, right? ROR means what? Amount of the substance disintegrated or appeared with respect to time. Okay. So as time is present, we will be writing this one. So moles per liter, second inverse, by moles per liter. This one common is there, no? X plus Y. X plus Y we have represented here N. So it has been written as N. So here moles per liter, here also moles per liter. This is power 1, this is power N. So if you send this one top, what happens? Moles by liter, 1 minus N, second inverse. So if N changes, the K value changes. So what you can say? So K value depends upon the order of the reaction, that is X plus Y. So N value order of the reaction depends upon the, or K value depends upon the order of the reaction, that is the sum of the powers of the concentration terms in the rate equation. So what is mean by order of the reaction means order of the reaction is the sum of powers of concentration terms in rate law equation. It is called as order of the reaction. Again I am repeating, the sum of powers of concentration terms in the rate law equation is called as order of the reaction. Okay students. Next, order of reaction. Let us take the units of K with respect to order of the reaction. If order is 0, units of K is, so in place of, you know that moles per liter 1 minus in second inverse side. In place of N you keep it 0. 1 minus 0, you will be getting 1 itself. So it is moles per liter second inverse. If it is 1, what you will be getting? Moles per liter 1 minus N, right? So it is 1 minus this one 1. So 1 minus 1 is 0. Anything to the power 0 it is 1. So moles per liter will become 1 into second inverse. So for first order reaction the value of K is second inverse. For second order reaction, okay, moles per liter 1 minus N, no, 1 minus 2, it will become minus 1 second inverse. Suppose it is minus half reaction, so it is 1 minus in bracket minus half, so you will be getting 1 minus half minus half, so it is 1 plus half, you will be getting 3 by 2. So moles per liter 3 by 2 second inverse. Getting students? Let us take some questions. So if K is equal to 3 into 10 power minus 3 liter square moles power minus 2 second inverse, find the order of the reaction. Getting this? See students, if you have understood very well, pause the video and try to solve the question. Otherwise, you follow the answer. 1, 2, 3. So general formula is moles per liter 1 power 1 minus N into second inverse will be equal to moles per liter. This one we are comparing. Moles, if you send this one into denominator, it will become right minus 2 only, no? So moles per liter whole power minus 2 into second inverse. So second inverse will be cancelled. Moles per liter cancelled, same, right? So 1 minus N will be equal to minus 2 and N will be equal to 3. Getting this? So order of the reaction in that particular question is, so this K value, it is belongs to the third order reaction. Okay. Let us take one more question. 2A plus 3B. It is giving rise to products. Order of the reaction with respect to A is 2, he is mentioning. Order of the reaction with respect to B is minus 1. Write rate law expression. With respect to A means A concentration whole power, X will be writing, no, he has given the value of X. It is 2. Order of reaction with respect to B, he has given Y value, something like that, it is minus 1. Write the rate law expression, means he is asking rate law equation, and calculate the order of the reactions. Generally you can calculate from here only, order of the reaction. Generally this is the condition. When concentration of A is doubled alone, he is asking the conditions. Now he is mentioning the conditions. So based on this you can't write A square B power 3, you can't write. This one is the condition what he has mentioned with respect to experiment. First question what you should solve is concentration of A whenever it is doubled alone. That is the condition. You should find out the rate. You should find out the right law expression when A is doubled. Right law expression when B is halved alone. Right rate law expression when A and B both are doubled. And for each also you should write the order of the reactions. And fourth condition is volume of the container becomes 3 times. This is the condition. So students, if you are good at listening and you are capable of applying, you can do. Pause the video and solve the question. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I am going to explain the answer. Right. Based on the question, we will be writing this one. What? R is equal to K into A. He has mentioned order, that is square. Order with respect to A is 2. Order with respect to B is minus 1. So what is the order of the reaction here? 2 plus minus 1, it is equal to 1. So order of the reaction is 1. And first question, going for the first question, what is saying? Generally equation is R is equal to K into A square B power minus 1. First question, what he is mentioning? When concentration of A is doubled, it has become 2A whole square, and B, he has not gone with respect to B. So B is constant. So he is asking the rate of the reaction when A is doubled. So from these two equations, I think you can solve this. If you bring this side, what happens? 2 square, it is 4A square. You will be getting 4 into K into A square into B power minus 1, right? K into A square B power minus 1, it is nothing but R only. This R. So it is R prime, whenever the concentration is doubled for the A. So R prime will be equal to 4R. So the rate of the reaction increases by 4 times. Okay. Go for the second. This is the general equation. R is equal to K into A square B power minus 1. Second condition, what he is telling? When B alone is halved, when the concentration of the B, so it is K into A square. A is not disturbed. The concentration of B is halved. B by 2 whole power minus 1. So what happens? If you divide these two, R prime by R, This one will be cancelled. This one will be, what you will be getting? R prime. You will be getting 1 by 2 whole power minus 1. Okay. And R prime is nothing but, you can write this one 2 power minus 1. No. 1 by 2 power minus 1 means it is 2 only. Okay. If it comes top, it becomes 2 power minus 1. 2 power minus 1 of minus 1. It becomes 2. Minus 1 will be cancelled, right? So then R prime will be equal to 2R. And the third question, what he is mentioning, what he has done is, when the concentration of A is double and B is doubled. So individual equation is K is equal to K A square B power minus 1. This is what we have got experimentally. And R prime, A is doubled to A, it is whole square. B is doubled to B, it is whole power minus 1. So R prime by R, if you do, what you will be getting? Here this one whole power minus 1, now you will be getting 2 upside. And this one, square will be cancelled. So that you will be getting 4. So R prime by R, you will be getting 2 square into 2 power minus 1. So 2 will be cancelled. So it will be 2. So the rate increases by 2 times. See students, take your pen and keep on the paper and try to solve the questions. Then only you will be getting. Right, another question. R is equal to, what he has done? He has done volume is halved. Something like volume is tripled. So rate is equal to generally A square. A is nothing but concentration, right? Concentration means number of moles by volume. So N by V whole square bracket N by V whole power minus 1. Now volume is tripled. So N by 3V whole square. This is the condition. Next N by 3V whole power minus 1. So what happens? R prime by R. If you divide this, you will be getting 1 by, this one 3 square, this one 1 by 3 power minus 1. You will be getting 1 by 3. So if you send R this side, it becomes R prime is equal to R by 3. So the rate of the reaction decreases by 3 times. Okay students. This is, okay, let us take one more question. For 2A plus B gives rise to products. When concentration of A is doubled, rate of reaction increases by 2 times. When A and B both are doubled, rate of reaction increases by 8 times. Write the rate law expression and find the order of the reaction. Okay, this is the question. Pause the video and solve the question, students. For 2A plus B gives rise to product. When concentration of A is double, rate of reaction increases by 2 times. When concentration of A and B both are double, rate of reaction increases by 8 times. When write the rate law expression and find the order of the reaction. 1, 2, 3. Right students, I am explaining the answer. Okay. Generally, R is equal to K into A power whole power X, B power Y. What he has done in the first condition, when A is doubled, the rate of reaction is doubled. So rate of reaction is written at 2 times R, K into concentration of A. It is 2A whole power X, B power Y. And next condition, when both are double, the rate of the reaction has increased by 8 times. So reaction becomes 8R. So K into 2A whole power X, 2B whole power Y. 1, 2, 3. You have got 3 equations. 1 by 2. If you divide 1 by 2. So what happens? This B will be cancelled, K will be cancelled. So what will be getting? A will be cancelled. 1 by 2 will be equal to 1 by 2. So X will be equal to what? 1. Clear students? You divide 1 by 2 and you will be getting the answer X is equal to 1. And next condition. This one. You divide 2 by 3. So what you will be getting? 2R by 8R. 2A power X, 2A power X will be cancelled. K will be cancelled, K will be cancelled. B cancelled. So 1 by 2 whole power Y will be equal to 2 by 8. So 1 by 4, it is 1 by 2 whole square, 1 by 2, this one. So Y will be equal to 2. So what happens? With respect to A, order is 1. With respect to B, the order is 2. So R will be equal to K into A power 1, B power 2. So order will be equal to 1 plus 2, 3. So this is the rate equation and this is the order of the reaction. Okay students, this is for today and I am giving you one question for you for tomorrow. In the next session, this will be solved. So the question is this one. A plus 2B plus 4C gives rise to product. This is the equation. When the volume of the container is doubled. So first condition is mentioning volume of container is doubled. Rate of the reaction decreases by 8 times. So R becomes R by 8. When A is doubled and B is halved, rate of reaction becomes 4 times. See, when A is doubled, A has become 2 times and B is halved, B has become half times. Then the rate of reaction has become increased by 4 times, means it should be equal to 4R. When C concentration increases 4 times, when C is increased 4 times alone, means A and B are not disturbed, then the rate of the reaction increases by 64 times. Okay? Write the rate law and the order of the reaction. This is the homework for you students. In the next class starting itself, we will be solving this question. Have a nice day. Thank you. Bye bye.